I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. There are tapes. Yes, there are tape recordings recorded surreptitiously within the Trump campaign in 2020, demonstrating that Donald Trump and the Trump campaign was clearly aware that they had lost the 2020 election. Specifically, these recordings are in Wisconsin. Yet, to use the words of members in the Trump campaign, they wanted comms to continue to fan the flames about the election being stolen, and everyone needs to be on standby so that we can pull some stunts. And in the same recording, the Trump campaign officials also say, we lost. We know we lost by 20,000 votes. The Dems just turned out more votes. And at the same time, though, saying communications department, they're going to fan the flames of election fraud that doesn't exist in order to spread election disinformation and to spread election conspiracy and claim the election was stolen. The Trump campaign official who is recorded in these audio tapes is someone by the name of Andrew Iverson. Andrew Iverson was the head of Wisconsin for Trump. He's now the Midwest Regional Director for the Republican National Committee. That's what happens. You get promotions in the RNC when you engage in traitorous behavior. So let me play this first clip, though. This is Andrew Iverson from November 5th of 2020, where he admits that Republicans and Donald Trump just didn't get the votes they needed. They lost by 20,000 votes in Wisconsin. He claims that the Republicans should be proud of their efforts in Wisconsin, but just were not able to win the election in Wisconsin. Here, let's play this clip of Andrew Iverson, the head of Wisconsin for Trump, admitting that they lost by 20,000 votes in Wisconsin. Play the tape.
Look, guys, at the end of the day, this operation received more votes than any other Republican in Wisconsin history. And it wasn't even close. Guys, we outperformed the president in 16 by just over 200,000 votes, right? Say what you want. Our operation turned out Republican or DJT supporters. The Democrats just got 20,000 more than us out of Dane County and by their shenanigans in Milwaukee, Green Bay, and Dane. So there's a lot that people can learn from this campaign.
Okay, so on the one hand, you have Andrew Iverson saying that they had lost. And in the same audio recording that was taken, Andrew Iverson, again, was not aware this recording was being taken, although it was lawfully recorded in the state. This is what Andrew Iverson also said. He said that our communications department is going to continue to fan the flames, that the election was stolen. Be ready to pull some stunts. Here, play this audio.
Here's the drill. Comms is going to continue to fan the flame and get the word out about Democrats trying to steal this election. We'll do whatever they need our help with. Okay, so just be on standby in case there's any stunts we need to pull.
And there's also some other audio that's recorded, although that audio has not been released yet, from another RNC official. Andrew Iverson now holds the position of the RNC Midwest Regional Director. Now, he was Wisconsin for Trump then, but in 2020, on November 5th, 2020, in this meeting, that position was held, the Midwest Regional Director of the RNC was held by somebody by the name of Clayton Henson. And Clayton Henson basically said, and again, we don't have the audio for this, but this is what Henson said. Hats off to the Democrats for what they did in Dane County. You gotta respect it. There's going to be another election in a couple of years, so remember the lessons you learned and be ready to punch back. And then he thanked everybody who was at the meeting, but again, acknowledging there that the Democrats did a better job turning out the vote. Henson also mentions that the African-American vote for Trump was not what they had expected, and admitted that they had lost. This is very, very, very important stuff that we have tapes, that we have audio. Because, and again, we hadn't heard this until now. We hadn't heard this in the January 6th committee. We haven't heard this anywhere else. So why is this surfacing now? Why is this being leaked now? Let me tell you a name. Special Counsel Jack Smith. Special Counsel Jack Smith didn't leak this or release it. This isn't a DOJ release. It's actually someone who was in the meeting. So a Republican leaked this. But clearly, this is information that Special Counsel Jack Smith has. And as Special Counsel Jack Smith's is closing in on Donald Trump for a criminal indictment, we've been reporting here on the MeidasTouch Network that one of the areas of criminality that Jack Smith is focusing on is specifically Donald Trump's election interference in specific states, Trump harassing election officials, local, state election officials in different states, trying to intimidate them, the fake elector scheme, all of that in addition to the violent insurrection on January 6th, as well as campaign finance violations as well that Jack Smith is looking into. So we know that Jack Smith subpoenaed local and state officials in Wisconsin and likely has audio like this and probably has audio like this in other states. And when making out the criminal case that Jack Smith is going to be doing and is doing now, premeditation, intent, knowledge, scienter, sometimes it's called, Donald Trump's awareness of what he was doing was illegal. So as part of the claim, you're going to say, look, you engaged in these threats, this harassment, this intimidation, extortion of Wisconsin election officials. By the way, Donald Trump's still doing that, still engaged in it now. And he was still engaged in it in Wisconsin with Robin Vos, the Assembly Speaker of the House in Wisconsin, one of the top Wisconsin Republican politicians. Donald Trump threatened him and said, you need to overturn the results of the Wisconsin election. Trump did that in the summer of 2022 with all of the knowledge that they clearly lost. And how do you know? Well, Trump's own campaign. Andrew Iverson, the head of Wisconsin for Trump, said we lost, but our communications department is telling us, fan the flames, let's pull stunts, AKA, we're going to commit crimes. We're going to spread election disinformation. We are going to engage in criminal scheming. That's what Iverson says, while admitting the Dems just got more votes. May I present to you yet another exhibit in the criminal case against Donald Trump. All of the conduct, the frivolous lawsuits, the harassment and intimidation, all of that. Look, it's obvious. We know he knew that it's all a massive conspiracy. We all know that. However, it is critical that you point to things like this to a jury, so a jury will be able to have an easier time understanding it. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit the subscribe button. We are on our way to 1 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch and check out our new show on Hulu. It's called Killing County. It's based on the crime, corruption, and police shootings that occur in Kevin McCarthy's district in Killing County, California, a.k.a. Kern County and Bakersfield. It's Killing County on Hulu now. Let me know what you thought about it if you've watched it. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Thank you so much.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.